And another new report. It finds millennials are sticking at home with mom and dad despite the improving economy. Well, Goldman Sachs in this report says student loan debt and rising rent prices are two main factors for this trend. It's raising questions about how lenders can ever break through to the millennial generation. Joining us now with his insight is LendingTree CEO Doug Lebda. Our thanks to you for being here and being right here on set with us. But I mean, this is just an unbelievable environment right now. First of all, the millennial generation, the age of that generation right now, about 18 to 34 years old. What are you seeing as far as trends with this generation?
So we're definitely seeing several trends in terms of financial management. They're still very gun shy from the recession, which means they don't take on debt as much as other generations. But in many ways, they're also more responsible because they are living at home. So their biggest debts are student loan debts, which are obviously at record levels.
So I have a hard time with that.
And they use credit cards or they don't use credit cards, interestingly enough.
Right. So it's like the 18, 19-year-old part of that generation. I'm sorry, but they're not still reeling from the recession. It's like, you know, you're talking about
they lived in it, though. They're recession babies. They grew up in the recession.
That's true. So the tail end of that, though, is many of them are still living at home, we're learning. And that's the result of
not buying houses.
That's a problem.
It is a problem overall for the economy, but actually, I always find it interesting whenever there is a recession and things change, and I guess I'm old enough to remember a couple of them. Now with record low interest rates, with lenders taking risk again, and home affordability actually being very affordable and rent prices up, it's actually a good time to borrow homes.
Okay, kudos to you because LendingTree just reported earnings, and you were setting records all over the place. So congratulations on a great quarter.
Thank you.
But I mean, you had records in your mortgage lending, you had records in your personal loans and credit card business. I mean, what is the takeaway from that?
The takeaway is what you're seeing now are more and more lenders who are very automated, bringing lending online, which has never really happened. So lending today is like travel was in 2001, where now it's easy to comparison shop, it's easy to get lower rates, and LendingTree is basically the search engine for money.
How do you separate what is just a fantastic secular setup, your position in the marketplace relative to what the market used to be, and the cycle? What do you think your customer looks like in the next recession? Just say that we actually have one.
What I think our customers will look like is like America. We have people from all walks of life. We have people from all credit spectrums. The big change that we're helping to make happen is that the consumer market will soon look like the corporate debt market, where everybody can get a loan. The rates just vary, and it's most important for you to get a free credit score and to actually understand what your credit is, and that's the best way to borrow smartly.
What about reducing their debt levels? You were talking about in the break refinancing activity, not just with homes, though.
Yeah, you can actually now refinance student loans, and you can refinance auto loans. Believe it or not, most people think that their government loans are the lowest rates they can get. One of the other interesting things that's happening now is more and more of these automated lenders are underwriting you based on other factors. They're actually underwriting, even if you don't have a credit score, they might underwrite you based on your job prospects and where you went to college. So every lender is taking a different slice of the market and viewing risk very, very differently, and that's great for consumers.
What about the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau? Any impact on your business through their continued movement into consumer?
We're very fortunate, for us, that the government likes us. The Republicans like us because we're free marketeers because we bring competition to the market, and Democrats love us because we're bringing transparency and helping people.
Okay, but who do you guys like? I mean, there's a changing political environment right now. A big debate on Thursday night.
Let's just go there.
Who or what party would be best for you guys to conduct business?
Well, you know, I am a political junkie, so it's very, very hard for me to give up on that. Yeah, I generally like to be left alone. If that tells you anything.
I like that.
So,
are you a libertarian?
I'm pretty close there.
Okay. Do you like Donald Trump?
I'm not. I loved him growing up. I read all of his books, but I really did. I'm a business junkie.
No, but you know what? You're touching on something that is driving his popularity, though, that he is, to many, represents American greatness in the 80s.
Yeah,
and people have a fondness for him.
I think people of my age,
40 years ago.
People who respect some of the things that he says, I go, oh my God.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you respect him for his business acumen, his success that he's been.
What you said there, like people, I'm guessing you're Gen X.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a boomer. There's a big difference.
Yep, that is.
Hey, Doug Lebda, thank you and congratulations on a great quarter.
Thanks a lot.
CEO of LendingTree. We'll be right